Hi guys, it's me, and of course the studio is almost done being put back together. I did a video a little earlier with my iPhone showing the studio in the apartment as it was looking when I first came in today. So we're gonna put that on for you now so you can see what it looks like. Show you the apartment as it looks now. It's a little different, but not too different. We haven't got all the stuff set up yet for the studio, so it's the only thing we haven't quite yet done, and we're working on it. I want to say we haven't got me and Lumi. Yeah. It's the floors and stuff are going to be swept again because, well, I'll let Michelle explain. Okay, we'll explain the kitchen floor in a minute. Right now, let me show you the rest of the apartment, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now this is the video room. This is the old silver film reels are not there right now. They will be soon. I didn't put all the icicles up yet. You can see the walls are a peach white trim. You can say put so many icicles back up, and of course my pentacles up, and we have to put some icicles up there. As I stand up here, I'm going to try to give you a panning of the room. Unfortunately, my lens on my camera is not very wide, so you're gonna. That's, by the way, the shelf. I should stop to explain this. I found this outside. It was in good shape, so I decided to use it for this job. Of course, I got some little things here on the floor to clean up, and the bed couch. No, the lights are not up there on the ceiling yet. My little pegs for the little icicles to hang on the ordinals are not there, but yes, you really couldn't see them anyway. The mini hallway is also peach, and of course the door's been painted. And the smoke detector. Bathroom has not changed. It's still the same colors, everything as it was then. It hasn't changed any. It's the bathroom. It's the same. It just needs a good cleaning. I'm working on it. It's the people that were doing the painting are smokers, and they left cigarette butts all over my floors, and I had to pick those up. By the way, the floors here and the living room were painted a slightly darker peach tan color. Kitchen, as I said, is the same, except they painted the walls. And I'm fixing the tiles. I'm going to show you what I did. Make sure I find the right one here. Yeah, here's one. Here you see you have these little tacks here in the corner in here. This is where the tiles are starting to peel up. And what I did was, to fix the tiles, I put some brads in this area. These kind of brads are not that big. They're pretty small. I didn't do the side here. Originally, I was just doing some triage, but I decided to use regular standard finish nails. Why I don't like these standard finish nails. There you go. They don't like these nails because you can see the head on them can pop out of this tile. It's not really that strong. It's working for parts of the floor that you don't see. The thing that I'm proud of, and I might as well get back to that right now because I forgot to show you this. I'm going to just turn the light on here. But yes, I did redo this area. They didn't get retouched. It's still stock, other than okay. Now, he didn't do anything with the pantry. Really, he didn't need to anyway. Except for fixing the ceiling, which obviously he didn't do. I put all the extra computer gear right now we're not using right here, over here in the corner. Remember this phone wiring mess that used to be here? Well, it's now a lot more tidy and organized, and things have their places, and cords are nicely bundled. The internet gear is right here. I don't know why these bags are sitting on top of it. This is the internet equipment. It's turned off right now because we don't have any internet here at the moment, so there's no reason to leave it running. And as I said, phones are nice and tidy. And there's a rice cooker there. Like, I really cook a lot of rice, right? Actually, I got leftover from Ed. So you can see how I'm working on these tiles. I want to get back to this again because a lot of the tiles are stained and dirty from plaster. And do you know you painted your ceiling? Yes. What color is that? Looks like a I have no idea what color that is. It's not white. It's kind of like a gray. Whatever. Okay, anyway, this room doesn't get a lot of use because I'm not heavy into cooking on electric, so. So that's it, guys. That's what the apartment looks like so far. Last room, bedroom. It's still a work in progress. It's kind of a little dark in here. Sorry about that. I don't have the light on right now. Same white ceiling that was left alone. You didn't change that. The computer. Thanks to the fact that I can plug my phone into the computer, I can use T-Mobile as my internet provider for my computer so I can get doing things. Of course, we have our scanner and our tape drive. And the original table it was on was shattered and busted beyond belief. And I just simply threw it away, and I just used the step stool from lawn furniture step stool. It's sitting there for the tape drive and the scanner sitting on. Yeah, we got the same old clunky air conditioner. I haven't gotten rid of that. We were going to, but guess what? No one bothers to take it out and says it's still working. It just needs new bearings and good grease job. The blinds are different. Let me explain what happened. When he took all the blinds down, we couldn't be sure which blinds were which blinds. And so, since we knew we had two sets of blinds that really were beat up beyond belief, we threw those out. And I chose the better ones to use for the rest of the rooms. I don't know if the colors, the blinds are exactly properly coordinated color-wise. I think that was originally one of the living room blinds. They're kind of full of dust. I've got to clean those. If I had a garden hose, I'd bring them outside and really hose them down big time. Our phone wiring for this room has been relocated. It is not in the middle of our floor anymore. It is actually on the wall behind there. There's a phone jack now. So it's, and as you can see, there are some things that are pretty much the same as they were before it was painted, and there are some things that are going to be a little different. First of all, this camera is not using coax right now. It's using the balance because that will allow me to use the longer runs and have not have to deal with that big fat fire hose going to the video processing center. So that's the camera. And then of course we also have still putting things in place. And the lights, Jimmy did bring up the light he was using for downstairs for painting. So that's now back up here again. And we are, what else are we doing? We're still trying to organize things. This place has got a lot of little things here and there, and Michelle's collected a lot of things over the many years, and it's making it difficult for us because we have to figure out where everything's supposed to go. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think we'll get it done. Oh, I know we'll get it done. That's not an issue. So yes, Michelle will be getting this apartment done. Definitely by, actually, probably even by tomorrow, it'll be pretty much back to the way it was. Of course, Michelle finally got her icicles up. Yes, on the doors. I didn't put the ones up on the valance stuff. Okay. And of course the air conditioner's on, so if you're wondering what that noise in the background is, there's your answer. It's the air conditioner. Yep. And of course, since we're back in the studio right now, one of the advantages that we're going to have is that we are going to have a lot easier time, making it easier for people like who have hearing loss, and especially listening to our videos on their cell phones, or amplifiers that don't get loud enough to enjoy the videos again. The sad truth of the iPhone is it's a great phone, but its microphone is not exactly in the best location. And so sometimes the sound really doesn't record as well as I'd like it to. It's not, it doesn't have any kind of like auto level control where it could bring up the volume or the gains to the microphone if it's a low week. So, that's why reasons why we have to, usually when we bring in the videos to the studio, we have to post-process the audio tracks separately. For the video you just saw, we did not do that. We just basically just trimmed out some of the goofs and things like that. And by the way, now with the camera set up the way we have it, it's got a long enough cord that it'll be possible for us to easily do videos that require close-up shots. The reason why we never did that before this much was besides two things. Number one, we didn't have a camera person. We still don't have a camera person. And number two, the other reason is that the camera was just a little bit too constricted because of a fire hose cable that was feeding it with power and video and audio and video return to the control console. So that's now been fixed. Then we also have another option which we have never really used, which is instead of doing a loop through like we're using, we could go ahead and plug the camera straight into the video out on the for Mac. I think you tried it before. I think you had problems with the setup. I don't know if it's worth messing around and changing the setup now because you have it working where it's doing what you want, and I think it would be better to leave it alone for the time being. Okay. And I forgot to put this in the video projector. It's the manual. I should put that back in there. I'll put that in. And we're trying to organize things and clean up the things that kind of got tossed around between all the moving and renovations and stuff like that. Now, one of the concerns I should bring up right now has to do with the Section 8. Because the apartment has been in abatement since late June, we can get maybe a maximum of a 90-day extension, and if for some reason the work is not done in time, then I'm going to lose the voucher because of lapse of time. Now so I contacted the Section 8 people and I asked them, I said, which are probably coming back on Monday, could you please tell me exactly what the expiration date is? Because my landlord appears to be that he should have the majority of the work done, if not all of it done, by early August. So once the apartment passes Section 8 inspection, then it'll be just a normal paperwork processing stage that we normally do. So if the paperwork is everything's done, the apartment's clean, code meets code, yada. Everybody's going to come back here, and everybody's going to be relaxing and enjoying some quality time. There's something at Jimmy left behind. Yes, caulk. All right. What are you going to do with all this caulk? It's not mine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 caulk tubes. What? I could certainly use it to fill a lot of holes. Well, I don't have any holes. You fixed them all. They fixed them all. Oh, okay. except for maybe, I don't know. Well, if you're talking about the one that wire that came in through the window, trust me, we don't even need that wire there anymore, because no one uses that antenna. Is gone. I know. By the way, the tripod, we're not using the tripod right now. No, we're not. We have it on the homemade stand that we made out of a CD case because it's small enough that it sits on top of the TV. The camera's light enough unless I put the big monstrosity zoom lens on it, which for our videos normally we don't need. Right, but for right now we're just using that little stand because it's easier to work around instead of trying to mess around with a big complicated setup. Great. And things like that. So yeah, we're working on it. One of the things I should point out to you is I am very happy that everything at the porch is getting done. The porch is getting done. They are renovating the porch as we speak. And so the porch renovation is going to be completed probably by the end of July. Probably by the beginning of August. There will be no reason why, once it's inspected, as I said in my vlog, by building inspectors, fire marshal, etc., 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 and all the paperwork signed off, that there should be a reason that we cannot move in. Again, I mean, that's the most important thing, right? So for the time being, are we going to upgrade this video? It's super T-Mobile crappy mode. Are you going to upgrade or put the video up on our standard quality? We'll have to see. Maybe I might just upload this with standard quality, but I have to leave the iPhone here overnight to upload it. Right. Okay. And so that's what we're going to do. But for now, again, like we've always say, and we do say it. Oh, would you please answer one of Angela Netteron's questions? Which one? Why do you slur your speech and mumble when I talk? Most people that listen to me do not think I mumble. However, with the situation of using an iPhone with a microphone that is not very directional and also not very sensitive, in certain applications, the audio level of the videos I shoot is terrible. It is not me who mumbles, but rather excessive background noise can make it sound like I'm mumbling. Right. Another thing is you might need to check your hearing, because for people that I have watched my videos, especially the ones I do in the studio, have said to me is, you're loud, you're clear, but out in the field, yeah, my volume is a little lower. It's not anything I can do. I have no access to any kind of way to make the iPhone 3GS volume louder. And right now I have enough projects going on, just trying to get this apartment organized, straightened out, cleaned up, to even bother worrying about how to get my iPhone videos to be louder when I'm stuck uploading from a tiny phone capacity onto the YouTube channel in a reasonable time limit. It takes time and it takes effort to upload videos on YouTube. And so now that we have access to the main equipment again, perhaps we can do something about your concerns, and I will try my best to rectify them to the best of the technical standards allow, which means is I'm not going to make the video so loud that it pegs the VU meters and potentially could damage your ears of unsuspecting people. Because that also adds distortion. We don't want distortion to our volume. We also can pre-process the sound to help remove any excessive background noises in the studio. For example, right now our air conditioner is running. I could easily use a city to strip out the sound of the air conditioner. In fact, I usually do, but not always, because depending on the kind of background noises, it's usually not too obtrusive. If there's any AC hum on ground loop problems with the microphones, I usually do the same thing to remove the excessive noises from the system. But that's just the way it is. And of course, I want to thank you all for watching this, as I said earlier. And again, and I think you'll agree with me on this, Lo. Yeah. You want to say it? Sure. Please do not be afraid to like or dislike. Share this video with everybody you know, even those people you don't even know very well. Subscribe to the channel. That, as Michelle points out over and over again, shows us that you care to keep following our videos of our lives and of the topics Michelle and I bring up. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.